Okay, so this one is going to be on mitosis and meiosis. And y'all will have to bear with me because it has been a long time since I had to get more in depth with AMP type things. So I'm going to start with mitosis. And so what that one is going to be is cell division of somatic cells. And somatic means any cell other than a reproductive cell. So what happens is a diploid cell generates an identical diploid cell. Now diploid means 2 complete sets of chromosomes. And 1 from each parent is where they get the 2 sets from. And so normally no recombination takes place. And when we get into meiosis, where recombination is frequent, I will give you all the definition for that one as well. So it's showing here is the mother cell. And then you've got DNA replication. And then you've got cell division. And so they line up and split the 2 sets of chromosomes and then make 2 daughter cells.
Well, trying to take a picture here.
And I can send you this afterward like I usually do if you need it.
Okay. So it's just basically splitting up the chromosomes in a cell.
And multiplying the cells. So the cell division just means it's making more cells. the whole goal of mitosis is to make more cells. And now for meiosis, this occurs during gamete formation.
We know what that word means. We just
I
looked
was
at
going to
gamete.
ask, but everyone's good with gamete?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's eggs and the sperm.
Yeah, all your sex cells.
Yeah.
So the exact definition of a gamete for anyone who might not know is any mature male or female reproductive cell. Let me look at it just to make sure. All that terminology that'll get you.
Yeah, it's like the female eggs and sperm.
Yep. Mature male or female. So, yep. Now, how this one does is you've got a diploid progenitor. What's progenitor?
The very first one?
Yes, the very first one. It's going to generate 4 haploid gametes. Now, what's haploid? Haploid is going to be a single set of unpaired chromosomes. Single set of unpaired chromosomes. And note for this one, how did I write it up here? Recombination is frequent. Now, recombination, there is 2 definitions that I had for it, and I think the most basic one is going to be 2 molecules of DNA exchange pieces of their genetic material with each other. So I think we can just leave it at exchange pieces of their genetic material. And now the other one is the rearrangement of genetic material It's going to be especially by crossing over in a especially by crossing over in chromosomes, which is a process, or by artificial joining of segments of DNA from different organisms. So what would be your different organism?
their mom and dad.
It's going to be, yeah, like your mom and dad can be different organisms. And then it can also be written like two molecules of DNA exchange portions of their genetic material or pieces. The whole point being there's a swap going on. So what are both of these processes doing?
Making more cells.
Exactly. Yep. Okay. Replicating cells. Right? Or making more cells. Because they're not all an exact replica, it depends.
Right.
Now let me see. I think I'm going to try to split this photo in half. So I'm going to put it in twice and then split it in half so I can put them side by side. So these are just the phases of meiosis. So there's interphase, then you've got your, let's see, interphase, and then your early prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and then you get your cells at the end. But this is just your two cells, and you're supposed to end up with 4 at the end of meiosis. So how many are you supposed to end up with at the end of mitosis, the first one we talked about?
2.
2. Yep. And so with meiosis, you're going to end up with 4. Okay, so this was the bottom half. So this is the second part of the process. And so then you've got your 2 cells that you got at the end of this process. And then they go through prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2, and then you end up with your 4 cells at the end. So your diploid progenitor cell generates 4 haploid gametes. And what are gametes?
They're like the male and
Your sex
female,
cells. Yep. Exactly.
Not cells, but eggs. Yeah.
Yes. So you'll have 4 haploid gametes. So those are sex cells with a single set of unpaired chromosomes. So here's that process. It starts with this one, and then it goes into this process, and then this is what you end up with. Your 4 haploid gametes. So the difference in the haploid and the diploid is like, this would be diploid with the 2 sets of chromosomes, and then this is your haploid with a single set of chromosomes. Diploid, haploid. And then if you ever have to remember them, the purple and yellow book has a really good little way for it. It's for mitosis, which was the first one.
In the purple book.
214. But I really don't think, y'all will personally get asked questions on it. But it's the pro met Anna at the telephone to introduce himself. Let me put that here.
I don't see anything on page 14.
214, sorry.
No.
Pro met Anna at the telephone to introduce himself. I hear my kids getting in trouble back there.
No.
If you push your whisker into that brick, you're going to be in trouble for the rest of your life. So it starts with prophase, and then your pro, and then your M is going to be your metaphase. And then your A for Anna is going to be your anaphase. And then your telephone, your T is going to be your telophase. And then you'll have interphase for introduce.
These are all part of mitosis.
These are all part of mitosis.
Can you go back down to where that tele?
Oh, yeah, sorry. And that's what I got for you on mitosis and meiosis.